Well, folks, you are in for a treat today. Welcome in. It's Scootsy16 with another episode of the Chem Lock League. The favorites are facing off against the Burglars today, and this could not be a more worse scenario. The 5-2 Burglars having a really great season this year. The favorites have been terrible. We have thrown in the towel. We have our number 4 starter, our worst pitcher in the rotation, going up against one of the best starters in the league, and Bulgar. And yeah, this one's gonna be ugly. And so we're just gonna get right into this. I don't think there's any purpose in delaying it. I'm gonna do a quick little sort here. And let's see, what are we gonna do? Let's try and put out the best lineup we possibly have. So Panther at center, Forrest Ponce at third base. I really don't like Forrest Ponce at third base. What if we do position swap with Skylar? Skylar can't play third, but she can play short, and Sullivan can play third. So Skylar Stewart would be our shortstop. It's okay. Jack Mars at second. Reddier at third base. He's locked in. Colby Foster in right field. Dina Andrews behind the plate. Tucker Long at first base is tense. And then Vincente Vainman. Is that who I want in left field? It's either that or Vito Cummings. Vito is just slightly worse than Vincente in every way. But Vito is younger. Maybe he can develop a little bit more. So let's put him in there. No, I said best lineup possible, right? So let's go ahead and just stick with Vainman here. Now, to adjust the order of everyone, we're going to have Sullivan lead off again. I think that he has earned that. Let's put Forrest Ponce at 2. Let's see what that looks like. Jack Mars will be our number 3 hitter. We'll put, God, after that, it's just ugly. Dina Andrews, Skylar Stewart, Marv Panther, then Tucker, then Colby, and then I guess Colby is the worst hitter in this lineup. That's what we're looking at. We haven't used the alternate uniform in a while. It's not going to make a difference. There's no bad luck here. It's just bad talent. So we're going to take a look at their lineup really quick. They got Glass Snyders, so we let go of Mr. Glass Snyder, and he will be on the Burglars, and you can see on the bench is Cannon Avery. Cannon coming over from the Outlaws as well, both those third basemen from the Outlaws. Slew Connolly, Lionel Ryu, Kai Plum, good talented guy there at second base. Corbin Donaldson, Carmelo Lansley, Palm Ayala, tense in center field. Then Muhammad Turnpike, really good defender behind the dish. And then Bax Hansen, the shortstop for Jane Bulgar. Actually a long reliever, but will be throwing for starting for the Burglars. And look who else is on the bench. Rince Shaw will be, look at that. He gets a treatment of his tier 3 composed trait. So that's good. Good to see him getting some appreciation there. And no one else here that I recognize. So yeah, let's go ahead and play ball. Let's get started at Emerald Diamond, home of the Burglars. I don't think we've seen them once in this entire time in this in the Chem Lock League. So this will be a good experience for us. Favorites have been abysmal since I took over, and I don't really know what to do with them. Like I said, I'm just going to try and trudge along and figure out how I can work to rebuild this team into a contender. It's probably going to take a few years. We went with the very young route, and we dropped a lot of salaries for players that were not productive. Sullivan with a play down the line. Lino Ryu, nice diving play behind the bag, and he's able to get that one over to Bulgar to get the first out. So unfortunate luck for Sullivan Reddier, who's been, I would say, our most productive hitter on the team since the jump. Forrest Ponce, oh my God, 104 miles an hour from that elite four-seam fastball at tier 3. Forrest Ponce barely makes contact, and there's Glass Snyder tossing it to first for out number 2. Someone we need to see be more productive as one of the cornerstone players in our on our team is Jack Mars. And he'll do it right here. First pitch turns on Jane Bulgar, hits the top of the stands. That was a bullet out of here. And that seemed like that was his favorite pitch as he went 422, his third home run and 5th RBI. It was a solo shot, and he'll get the favorites on the board, 1-0, as the offense shows up for us here, at the very least just to start. Dina Andrews, we'll see what she can do, batting .091, well ahead on that changeup. Same thing there, 1-2 count. And she'll make contact, foul it off. You'll see Jane only has 3 pitches. She has a four-seam, a cut fastball, and a changeup, so not a lot of movement on those pitches. That one was good enough for her to get strike 3, and Dina Andrews continues to be terrible at the plate and only slightly better than that behind the dish. Glass Snyder leading things off for the Burglars, batting .211 with 1 RBI. Homer Hardin, I believe he's a rookie this year. Yes, he is a rookie. I did go back and check, and he is a rookie. And Glass Snyder sends with the deep right center field all the way to the wall. Panther gets to it quickly. No cannon arm there as Glass Snyder will coast into second base. He does have slow poke, which doesn't play a factor when you hit the ball that far, which I think is probably the best hit I've ever seen out of Glass Snyder. Never did that for us when he was with us on the Outlaws, right? No, I think he had a couple of solid hits, but not much production from him. So not a good start for Hardin with 5 pitches, four-seam and cut fastball. Nice play from Skyler in the doubled up. What a play there. Caught Glass Snyder in no man's land. He took off with the hit. And Stewart, as shortstop, makes a nice play to catch that, toss it to second base. Jack Mars was there waiting, and that's going to be a nice double play. Here comes Ryu as he sends one to deep right center field. This one a little bit higher, though, and getting over there is Colby Foster. Good speed catching up to that one for out number 3. So gives up a leadoff double, but washes that away very quickly, and Homer Hardin with a nice first inning. So here comes Skylar Stewart batting .250. She got her first start and first at-bats as a favorite in the last game. She also hit herself a 2-run homer. And she'll strike out. Bulgar has still got some gas, which, even if it's not moving much, still incredibly difficult to swing at and make contact with. So here comes Marv Panther. He had a nice double, I think 1 double, right? In the last game, I'm going off of memory. And he'll pull this one, but nice catch from Glass Snyder as he's standing there waiting for that ball to get to him. Tucker Long comes up batting .167. He came up with a clutch double recently, which was his first hit as a favorite. Unfortunately, that was it for him. He's tense right now, 0-2, and he'll hit it right off the end of the bat. It's going to be a slow dribbler to Kai Plum at second base. That'll be a 1-2-3 inning for Jane Bulgar as she reaches the easiest part of our lineup. Kai Plum will come up batting .350, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. You can tell why he's locked in. Great power hitter here. He used to play for the Sewer Sneaks. I believe he was there all 3 years. And this one's going to get past the diving Stewart and into center field. Leadoff base hit for Kai Plum. And now locked in left fielder Corbin Donaldson comes up batting .500 with 3 RBIs. So I believe he's getting limited appearances. But he's been able to capitalize when he does come in. Tier 3 low pitch with really high contact. Something we have to be very careful about. He has tier 1 sign stealer, so we're not likely to see him try and steal the pitch sign. Takes the off-speed pitch for a strike right at the bottom of the zone. And a dribbler to third. Nice play from Jack Mars, but they're not able to turn two as the ball was hit slowly. Very slow developing play. And we get the lead runner at second base. So Kai Plum heads back to the dugout. And now Donaldson standing on first. This one lofted into center field. Hanging up, Marv Panther calling that easy catch for him, out number 2. Skylar Stewart cuts it off right in front of Jack. And with 2 outs, runner on first base for Palm Ayala. Tense right now, betting 333 on the year. Has Tier 1 Butterfingers, Tier 2 Cannon Arms, so both defensive traits. Runner taking off for his second base. And nice throw from Dina Andrews as caught stealing is Donaldson. And that'll end the inning. So Palm Ayala's bat will reset next time up. She probably appreciates that. Donaldson was rung up at second base, so he loses some mojo. Hopefully that'll help Dina Andrews. And now here comes Vincente Vainman. Hitless so far as a favorite. I need a nickname for the favorites. The Racing Dogs. The, I don't know, I'll think of something. Vincente Vainman up the middle and just past Kai Plum. Off the end of the bat, and he squeaks by everyone into center field for a leadoff base hit. Colby Foster comes in, batting 400. He's had a little bit more playing time than the rest of these young players on the team. First one popped foul behind the plate, just missing. This one high, and he misses, so 0-2 immediately. Takes strike 3 on the corner, 103 miles an hour. Rung up, and with 1 out, here comes Sullivan Reddier. He's still locked in despite grounding out to first base in his last at-bat. He almost got it past the first baseman, but just missed the corner, or just missed him. He goes down the first base line again. Ryu gets it, but it's going to be foul. And a liner to Kai Plum will be out number 2. You can hear Forrest Ponce is frustrated. He's batting 182, 0 for 1 today. He's got that stealer straight, but can't manage to get on base to use it. So he'll take strike 1. This one over the glove of the shortstop. Donaldson will get it in quickly, but it's going to be a 2-out single, and runners on first and second for Jack Mars, who already has 1 home run today. With Jane Bulgar getting tired past the half stamina mark. First pitch is way low for a ball. And he takes a strike. That was the cut fastball for strike 1. This one high, just misses the top of the zone, approaching the 40-pitch mark. Jack Mars down the left field line. This one's going to get into the corner. 1 run's coming home. Forrest Ponce taking off for third base, and he's going to be held there. And the throw goes to second base. Jack Mars will have an RBI single, making this a 2-0 ball game. So a 2-out rally happening for the favorites, and good speed on the base paths. And now Dina Andrews, who threw somebody out, she is still tense despite that play. Oh, this one down the left field line, almost the same spot as Jack Mars, who will take off for third base, slides in safely and misplayed by the third baseman, but no harm there. But it's going to be another RBI single, this time by Dina Andrews. And runners will remain at first and third with 2 outs for now Skylar Stewart. She swings through strike 1. Be nice at this point if there was not 2 outs. Skylar comes up with a base hit. This one to center field. It's going to get into the deep part of left center field before they're able to get it in. But another RBI single. Back-to-back-to-back RBI singles make this a 4-0 ball game. Big rally here with 2 outs, 2 on. Marv Panther will now come up. And he sends one to deep left center field. I don't think he's got enough on this one. He got underneath it. Nice hard hit, but he got under it just a little too much. And that's going to die just in front of the warning track for out number 3. But we'll take 3 runs on 5 hits maybe. And Jane Bulgar, who started off pretty solid, finds herself trailing by 4 runs. And I don't know how much longer she's got in this ball game. Hunter Harden here in the bottom of the 3rd, facing off against the 7, 8, 9 hitters of the Burglars. And Ayala, who's at bat, got reset. She's going to end up grounding to second base, and that'll be an easy play for Jack Mars for out number 1. Ahmed Turnpike, good defender, decent hitter, solid power, and pushes the first one foul down the left field line. And nice pitch mix from Harden. He has been able to mix his pitches up very well. This time getting another grounder to second base. That'll be out number 2. Despite not having much stuff, not much velocity and accuracy, he's been able to change his pitches to keep the batters guessing. Another grounder, this time on the first pitch. Skylar Stewart will get it over to first. That's out number 3, so 3 groundouts. And Hunter Harden is through 3 innings, only allowing 2 hits. So I did not expect that from him. I think every one of us, including myself, was ready for a very ugly ball game. And right now, we're past the halfway point, and we're sitting in the driver's seat, 4-0. Tucker, tense still. Takes ball 2. Bulgar at almost 50 pitches here. This will be the 50th pitch. She's still neutral, but very tired. And Long will top this one, or get underneath this one, lofts it into left field. Donaldson calls that and catches it for out number 1. Vaneman comes up 1 for 1 today, and Amelia Gibbs will come in to replace Bulgar, whose day is done. Amelia Gibbs will come in, gets a grounder to Lionel Ryu. Wow, that is a hard name to say. And that'll be out number 2. So Amelia Gibbs gets the first batter she sees. She's sitting with a 4-seam slider and a changeup, so good pitch mix there. She's also got a tier 1 reverse splits, which will come into play against lefties that she faces off against. And she has tier 3 surrounded, so their spirited traits are at the lowest tier possible. And Colby Foster comes in with a base hit here from the bottom of the order with 2 outs. And now Sullivan Reddier will come up. Oh, man, that was his pitch, but he mistimed the changeup. Swings through it, and now it's a 1-1 count. Reddier still locked in, but he chases high on the changeup. 1-2 count. And a grounder to shortstop, will end the inning. So out number 3, and Gibbs gets out of that inning. Saw 3 batters, gave up 1 hit, and got 2 outs. Glass Snyder comes up 1 for 1 with a double. He led the game off with a double, but then got caught on almost gets hit in the knee. Hunter Harden with a brush pet. Homer Harden. I keep calling him Hunter. That's embarrassing. I don't even know my own team. He's locked in. 3-1 count, and he loses him. Glass Snyder, the leadoff man, has reached twice now. Harden loses his mojo back to neutral after that walk. Not much speed over there at first base. Lou Connolly comes up, batting 400. And a grounder past the diving second baseman and first baseman. Runner holds at second base, and now 2 on, no outs. Burglars trying to get back into this one, and Lionel Ryu is the guy they went up right now. Looking for a pitch on the outside part of the plate. Homer has to be careful. He's going to lose this game in a hurry if he sends that one to deep center field. Oh, my God, I thought Marv Panther could have pulled that one in. Instead, Ryu comes up huge with a 3-run homer to get the Burglars right back into this one. And they might be stealing this game from us here in the bottom of the 4th. Kai Plum now comes up 1 for 1 with a single. Homer Harden went from locked in to neutral to tense with a matter of 3 batters. And 4-3 here, bottom of the 4th, no outs. Kai Plum down 1-2 in the count. He pulls one down the left field line, but this is going to tail foul. That one had the home run distance, but didn't time it up just right. Now 2-2. And pulled into the right field for another base hit. So that's 4 consecutive batters that have reached base safely. Walk, single, home run, single. And now Corbin Donaldson, who 0 for 1 today, reached on a fielder's choice? Yes, fielder's choice to third base last time up. Homer 45 pitches, and I do believe this would be a good time to justify pulling him as he gives up another base hit. A low pitch gets sent into left field. Donaldson liked that one, got a base hit out of it, and now 2 on, no outs. Carmelo Lansley comes up 0 for 1 today, hasn't gotten a hit yet. And so we go to Cairo Cohen with 2 on, tough spot for him. He is our best pitcher in the bullpen. He's the one I'm most confident about, but by the way, he's a rookie as well. I do get very nervous as he had to come in with runners already on base, so not giving himself much room for error. 2-2 count here for Lansley, and Cohen gives him a good pitch, but he fouls it back. Doing it again, chases strike 3. That elite slider plays up so much, especially with that shadow creeping into the batter's box there, starting to get distracting for the batters. 1 out, 2 on for Ayala. She's still tense. She gets a pitch she likes, but this is going to be popped right up behind second base. Infield fly gets called. Jack Mars will catch that, and runners will remain at their bases. So now 2 outs. Mohammed Turnpike comes in 0 for 1. High pressure here. Cohen trying to be efficient, gets a slider for a strike. Throws a fastball at the bottom of the zone, gets him to foul off. So now down 0-2. Turnpike has to be able to protect the plate, and he can't. Another elite slider will end the inning. So Cairo Cohen comes in with no outs and 2 on, and he stops the rally despite not having that trait, and he's able to get out of it. So nice pitching from the Rook as he took care of business. And now here comes Forrest Ponce. Finding any way to get on base would be amazing here, bud. Bloops one over the right field, down the right field line, and Carmelo Lansley sliding in makes the catch. I thought that ball maybe was going to find some green grass. Instead, it's out number 1, and now Jack Mars will come up. He is 2 for 2 today with a RBI single and a solo home run. Love to see some more production from him. Asking a lot, but we'll take as much as we can get. Instead, Gibbs gets him fooled on a pitch way out of the zone for strike 3. So 2 outs pretty quickly here. And Dina Andrews will come up. Her last at-bat was a big one as she came through with an RBI single. She gets this one to deep left field, but it's going to be caught on the warning track. Donaldson ends the inning with that fly out. And it's 1-2-3 for the Favorites offense. We gotten quiet since Jane Bulgar was pulled. Now we have to be very careful as we only have a 1-run lead here with 2 innings left to play. Bax Hansen still batting .571. And he falls behind 0-2, fouls one off. Cairo Cohen trying to put him out, and way late swinging on that one. I think he was waiting for that put-out pitch, the slider. Instead, Cairo fools him with the fastball, and he swings at the last second, but it's well too late. That's going to be strike 3. Glassnider comes up. He's reached base safely twice. A double and a walk. 0-2 count here. And he dribbles in front of the plate. Dina Andrews will come out of the crouch, grab that one in front of the plate, and get it over to first. Thankfully, Glassnider with his slow poke trait did not help him out there, and that's out number 2. So Cairo now locked in. Slew Connolly comes up with tier 2 rally starter, and he pops it up behind the plate. Dina Andrews catches that, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Cairo Cohen, pitching phenomenally for us. I still feel we need to get some reinforcement here, and it would be really nice for us to be able to get a couple of insurance runs. We're going to go 5, 6, 7 here in the order, starting with Skylar Stewart, who is facing off against Gibbs, who has tier 1 reverse splits. You can see that slight decrease to Skylar's contact and power. 2-1 count, and she'll pop up behind the plate. Calling that as Turnpike. He barely had to move. He just traded places with the ump. He'll catch that for out number 1. Marv Panther now coming up 0 for 2. High pressure situation. Gibbs at 20 pitches. Gets him pulling that one. And that one's going to go the other way. So foul ball down both sides of the plate. This one behind him. 0-2. And down up the middle, Kai Plum catches that out of the air and doesn't let it reach the ground, which is probably a good thing for him, as Marv Panther was flying down the line. That's out number 2. Would like to see Tucker Long maybe come up with a big one here, get a fastball he likes. Instead, they're throwing the changeup. That one high. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Tucker tense, takes ball 3. Full count now. And he'll take ball 4. So good eye didn't chase out of the zone.
Number 1, Vicente
Feynman comes up, and Josiah Cleverly will come in to replace Gibbs. She pitched pretty well in her time filling in for Jane Buldar, and now the closer Cleverly with a 4-seam and a slider, elite 4-seam at tier 3. Gets the slider pulled down the line. Snyder gets the slider and gets it over to first base for out number 3 to end the inning. So we head to the bottom of the 6th. 1 run ties it. 2 wins it for the Burglars. Can they steal a victory from the hands of the favorites? Cairo Cohen still in a good position right now, facing off against a locked-in Lionel Ryu, who has been the only production. And Dina Andrews gets that in fair territory. That's a big moment here, as that was one of the most threatening hitters in the lineup, and he grounds out to the plate. Nice play from Dina Andrews to get that one in fair territory. Kai Plum comes up. We're at max pressure. Locked in. Kai Plum will dribble this one to second base. Jack Mars does not take any chances. He gets it and scoops it right over to Long for out number 2. And Corbin Donaldson and the Burglars are down to their last out. Cairo Cohen looking to finish this one off. Gets strike 1 on that elite slider. Another slider. This one's going to be foul in front of the plate. So 0-2 count. Sign Stealer activates and takes ball 1, excuse me. There's ball 2 inside. 2-2 now, and does not chase. Full count now. Composed activates for Cohen. This one pulled off the end of the bat, and it's going to land in the dugout there. Everyone looks like they're okay. Makes contact just enough to foul it off, staying alive. And a liner up the middle. Cohen can't get his glove on it, and it's going to be a base hit here. Staying alive, keeping the hopes alive for the Burglars. And now Lansley will come up. Runner on first. Great speed on first base. Lansley, they do a pitch out here right away to check on the runner. Lansley takes two balls here. Still looking for his first hit. Cohen takes, fucking whatever. The runner stole the base. Shit. Tying run on second, and he's going to likely score as Foster comes up. Weak arm, and they tie the ball game. Cohen blows the lead, blows the game. Oh my God. Big hit there from Lansley as he's able to get the tying run, keeping the Burglars in this one. Ayala up to the plate. Dina Andrews can't get it down to first and second in time. So that's going to be another stolen base. Now the winning run is on second. Grounder to second base. Jack Mars will toss it to first to end the inning, but not before Kyler Cohen blows the save. And we head to extra innings. We know how this story plays out. Colby gets pulled for Vito Cummings with Tier 2 clutch in a high-pressure situation. Tier 1 first pitch slayer activated as well. Cleverly, the closer is locked in. 2 strikes there. And a lofted ball goes into foul territory and out of play. So we'll redo this pitch. Staying alive is Vito Cummings. And he'll get a base hit up the middle, so Vito comes up big for the team. The favorites trying to see if they can not give up one of these extra inning affairs. Sullivan Reddier, 0 for 3. Max pressure, locked in still. Cleverly back to neutral. Already at half stamina, and oh my goodness. Did not get the double play. Ryu can't get back to first in time. Nice reaction from Cummings as he's able to get back, but unluck Unlucky hit from Sullivan Reddier as he hits it right to the first baseman, and Forrest Ponce will hit one very hard, but to Lansley in right field. A lot of room to work with out there. So here's our guy, Jack Mars, comes up 2 for 3, a home run, a single, 2 RBIs today, batting .318 on the year. This could be a big moment for him. He's locked in, cleverly getting tired. Back to locked in after getting 2 lineouts. Jack chasing out of the zone again, 0-2, 2 outs. Cleverly trying to end this inning. Misses the top of the strike zone. 15th pitch for him. Jack does not chase this one, so it's 2-2. And a dribbler up the middle. Kai Plum will tag the runner and get out of the inning. So we waste an opportunity in the top of the 7th. Burglars will go 8-9-1 here in the bottom of the inning. Cairo still on the mound. I think he should get pulled now. He does not. Cummings stays in right field in place of Foster. That's a secondary position for Cummings. Cohen is tired at this point, and he gives up a base hit to Turnpike. This one all the way to the wall. You can see that Vainman is not very fast. Cannon arm will activate, but not in time at second base. Sliding safely is Turnpike with a leadoff double. He is the winning run on second base. Backs Hansen 0 for 2. Cairo, what are you still doing out on the mound? Come on, manager. Pull the dude. Pulled foul there, and it's 2-1 count. No speed over there at second base. Composed activates for Cohen. Gets strike 2. This is his 49th pitch. He's no business still being out there. Yeah, he walks the runner there. Or he walks the batter. So 2 on, no outs for Glass Snyder, who's 1 for 2 with a double and a walk. Max pressure now. And finally, Cairo gets pulled for Jericho House. Jericho trying to find an opportunity to have a clean inning, but he's going to blow the game. Glass Snyder with a walk-off 3-run homer. He gets a pitch that he likes, turns around on it, and Jericho House, first pitch he throws in this game, 447. And the Burglars do exactly what their name would imply. They steal a victory from the hands of the favorites. It's insane. It's just so fucking insane. We can't find a way to win a game. We take a 4-0 lead through 3 innings. We give up 3 runs in the 4th. We have an opportunity to win it in the 6th inning. All we have to do is get a clean inning, and instead we give up the run to tie it, and we blow the game in the 7th. Good Lord. Jack Mars with the 2-run homer. He went 2 for 4 with a 1-run homer, 2 for 4 with an RBI. We had that nice little streak of RBI single from Mars, from Andrews, from Stewart. Love to see that. Sullivan Reddier had a rough day. He was 0 for 4. Marv Panther, he continues to struggle. Continues to struggle. On the other side, Glass Snyder and Lionel Ryu, both with 3-run homers. Lansley came up big with that game-tying RBI single in the bottom of the 6th inning, allowing Donaldson to score from second, and that was all they needed. Pitching-wise, Bulgar did not pitch well. 3 1/3, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 home run, struck out 3. Gibbs 2 1/3, 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and then Cleverly 1 1/3 with 1 hit given up. Harden on the other side pitched decently well. He did give up that 3-run homer, but 6 hits, 1 walk in 3 innings. Not too bad for our 4th starter. Cairo Cohen pitched well, but stayed in for far too long. He gets 3 runs he's credited with. And then Jericho House comes in for 1 pitch and gives up the 3-run homer to hand us the loss. Snyder gets the number 1 player, Jack Mars number 2, and Ryu number 3. All right, so we continue to struggle. The favorites now 1-7 through 8 games. We're 5 games back. We already threw in the towel, but it's just so hard to watch us continue to struggle like that. And it's probably not going to end, as the next time out we're going to face off against the Protectors. We're sitting at 6-3. Taking a look at what happened since the game ended, we have just development opportunities for Anderson Mackey, Turf Woodard, Tucker Long, Camilo Lawrence, and Dina Andrews. We'll see what we want to do here in the player development section. Woodard is not somebody that I'm planning to keep for very long, so I'm not going to use that one for him. Crisp, I'm not going to risk him losing the elite curveball, so I'm not going to do that. McMackey is 22, C plus relief pitcher. I'm going to do this development even with the chance to gain easy jumps. We need the development or we need to trash him. And if he gets the bad trait, then we know we can give up on trying to develop him. We haven't seen him pitch yet, but at 22, he's somebody that we could see be successful in the future. This will determine it. He does not get easy jumps, so gets a little bit better with the junk and the accuracy, loses 1 velocity. I'll be okay with that. Tucker Long, he's 22. Let's do some development for him. 2 fielding, 1 speed. He gets some extra fielding. No, he does not. All right, Camilo Lawrence, chance to gain stimulated, gain some accuracy, and a chance for a 5th pitch. She's 26. I like her. She's pitched well for us. Let's give her that boost. So +2, does not get the extra accuracy. Stimulated trade isn't that valuable. We don't get it. That's okay. I'm really interested in this 5th pitch, and she'll get it. The screwball. It's a junk pitch, so we won't see that play too well for her, but she gets another pitch, and that just makes her even better. She's now an A-. And Dina Andrews, you're not getting this development because you're 30 and you're not the future of this team. So yeah, you can keep sulking over there, but we're not interested in having you on the team for much longer. So we reached the halfway point. We are 1-7, far and away out of the race for the playoffs. Nothing to contend with there. Let's take a look at the league leaders, and you'll see that we are not on there at all. But we will see Rory Bowen, former Outlaw, Vincent Valdez, Cork Duffy, Leanna Jaramillo. There's Skylar Rocket, Kellen Kirk from the Outlaws, still on the Outlaws. He's pitching way better than he did when he was on our team before. And then Stanley, Blackwell, Zoner, and Lionel Davis. So that's your top 10. Peaking, I'll just do this briefly. Jack Mars with 3 home runs is in the top, tied for 3rd place with home runs. No one in the batting average category. No one in the RBI category. Lover Stanley with 13, far and away leading that section. No one in the percentages. We keep going here. Oh, actually, let's do a quick peek and see if there's anyone on our old teams that are producing. Center Cup at the wrong one. Augusta. All right, so the percentages here. Anyone from our team? I don't see anyone. Just doing a quick glance through that. Nobody there. Hits, Madison Zoner leading the league. No one else on our team is in there. Extra base hits, Leanna Welch with 6, tied for the league. And then Jack Mars with 5. We love to see that. Strikeouts, nobody on our team is on that list, so that's good to see. And then we have runs scored, Skylar Rocket. He leads the league in stolen bases with 7. No one in our pitching department. Madden Zimmerman has not allowed an earned run, so good for him. And Javi Lancheros tied for the league lead with 2 saves as a former Outlaw, still on the Outlaws. And then over here we have, nobody I want to talk about. You can see there's Donovan Rounds and Kellen Kirk, Rory Bowen are on these lists. And then lastly, Jess Trujillo is not allowed a walk. That's nice to see. And Asher Garcia with his 10.61 strikeouts per 9 is sitting in the 9th spot in that category. So love to see that. All right, taking a look at the team stats, and then we'll finish this video up. Sullivan Reddier, as I would have guessed, has been pretty much our most productive player. and 885 OPS. He has 12 total bases. He has a double and 8 hits total with 1 home run. Jack Mars has been more productive with his 7 hits as he's gotten 3 home runs and 2 doubles. So we like to see that from our captain of the offense. And outside of that, it's been ugly. Marv Panther, terrible. Tucker Long, not good. Colby Foster, 3 for 7, so he's doing okay. Skylar Stewart's doing okay. Bad for Vaneman, bad for Hendricks. Turf Woodard barely got an opportunity yet. Forrest Ponce, he's an embarrassment so far. Tina Andrews has been abysmal. Cummings, limited opportunities for him. Pitching wise, 386 ERA for Asher. He has just been kind of on the raw end of a lot of these, or the 2 games he's pitched. Kimilo Lawrence, I think she's had like a couple of bad innings, but for the most part, has been pitching decently well. Jess Trujillo, yeah, she starts the game terrible and then starts to recover with her workhorse trait, but it doesn't look good for her. And then Homer Harden, he got his first start. We just saw what that looked like. Kyra Cohen's been overworked. I think he needs to get a break. I also think that as a long reliever, they're counting on him to stay in the games for more than he should, and that's where I think his bad numbers are coming from. Mackey and McKay haven't pitched yet. Jericho House has been really ugly, and his appearances so far, and Chris Flopside has not been the guy that we saw when we were on the Outlaws, which is incredibly unfortunate. So that's what our team looks like right now, and it's not good. I mean, we're just going to keep seeing the suffering of this team for another 8 games, and then hopefully we can just get to the offseason and figure out some adjustments to make to bring in some more talent to this team. So I hope you're ready for the long haul here. We're going to have to buckle in and get settled because it's going to be ugly. But that's what this game's all about, is making these teams better, and that's the challenge that I have in front of me here with this team. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.